Mandal, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. She is one of the great educators serving in North Gujarat and one of the largest school network in this region. And I invite Dr. Joshi to please make your presentation. Dr. Joshi.
Thank you, Mr. Rawat. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, everybody.
Sorry to invite midnight.
I know, midnight. I remember the word midnight. It is midnight. Yes, it is. It is. However, it has been very, very enlightening and almost thrilling to know the kind of work that everybody has been doing so far. Having received the award, as I mentioned earlier, even right now, it makes me immensely proud to attend and show a small presentation while I just share my screen related to the kind of work and the institution that I come from. Is my screen visible, Mr. Rawat?
Yes, your screen is visible now.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to talk about the institution that I am associated with. We called the Sarva Vidyalaya Kelavani Mandal, and our history goes about 100 years ago. I'm going to be a little storyteller here for the institution that I'm associated with. An educator is a fantastic storyteller, is what I've always learned through and practiced. I'm also going to talk about one particular school. So
I'm sorry to interrupt. Make it full screen.
I would so. Just Thank in you. A second. Is that okay now? Is this a full screen now for you all?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, it's
all
okay.
Right. Okay. So as I said, that my institution is 100 years old, and with the land that I belonged to, Mahatma Gandhi, and of course, our current Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, explaining the importance of nature and also about the processes of Make in India, Swachh Bharat. Our institution, which is again to emphasize on, is 100 years old, which is the only institution run by the alumni. So it has been funded by the alumni, those who have passed out from the institution over generations and are now funding this institution. As I move forward, I'm going to tell you about the inception and also the great school that we've been just awarded for, as to how differently we work. My first slide is actually commemorating our association today as the culmination of the Climate Week, the 5th Green School Conference. I just understand, and I guess all of us understand, that we are one world, one community with only one mission at this point of time, is to have sustainability, is to have green life around, a healthy life around, with all the 17 goals prevailing there as the UN. So I'm just going to move forward with the illuminated globe that we are all entitled to live in, that we are all responsible to continue with. This is about my institution. Just a glimpse of my campus. We are a 106-year-old institution based in Gujarat, the land of Mahatma Gandhi, as I said. Also, our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Modi. And if you see, the entire campus is a huge campus. Now, this campus is about 129 acres of total. We have 124 buildings, about 80 libraries, and the numbers go in about 8,500 resident capacities. Also, to emphasize that we are a campus with 54,000 students. So us in Gujarat are the only campus that host students right from kindergarten to PhD, to a physiotherapist, to nursing, and everybody. So we host about 54,000 students with us. We have about, in total, about 3,000 staff members, the family members, those who work for us, all of us, my colleagues and everybody, and I represent them all today. Talking about what man's greatness lies in his power of thought, there was only this one man who started this institution with 6 girls. We already heard somebody talking about equality along with sustainability and girl education when it was very rare in 1919 in India, in Gujarat. One man under the neem tree thought of giving equal education. and started education, imparting education to 6 girls with no money, no power, no roof. And it all started with the system of Gurukul, which is our traditional system of Gurukul, which even today exists within my campus, and you'll just have a glimpse of the same. Um, Pujya Manik Lal Sahib, our ex-chairman, late ex-chairman, is the one who gave us the wings. He is the one who spread across the institution, across 106 acres of land that we have today. We had been bestowed about this responsibility by the government themselves. And of course, he has been recognized with number of awards. Today, we have both boys and girls. We have the institution only and only, once again, funded by the alumni. Um, all the Indians here, and of course, the people of the United States would recognize our famous astronaut, Sunita Williams. Apparently, Sunita Williams' father was also an alumni of the institution. Our institution provides education and only education. So we still today go to rural areas and villages in order to convince each and every parent to send their children to education. So that is what we do. Um, he is our current chairman, Mr. Vallabhai M. Patel. Unfortunately, he could not join us today. He is the one who started the school, Bhavkunj School, which is awarded today. If you see the logo here, it just talks about two hands with colors and seed that needs to grow. Um, Mr. Patel always felt is that planting a tree and waiting for it requires patience. And with digitalization, if you cannot plant a tree, or if you cannot grow a tree, plant a seed and just look for your plant. And that is what we have been doing at Bhavkun School. So we've been just doing small plantations with our young children. I'm going to quickly run through the videos of the school, which actually inculcates both digitalization and at the same time green campusing as well. Just something what Brenda spoke about and also Rudy spoke about. Um, I'm going to run both the videos simultaneously just to save the time. On the left, you see that the children are studying with tablets and making it possible for every one of us to be there. For Brenda, the campus is all green. So for us, it is very, very important that our students stay green, live green, and breathe green in order to understand how we move ahead and inculcate this culture. If we are not surrounded, we are not known. So that is what we've been doing throughout our annual functions, play areas, everything. If it has been looked around, it is all with and how can we make the education more sustainable through what the learning is all about. That's just about our campuses, about the facilities, about how our children learn, and there the equality is about playing the drums. Our next video is about the school being anger-free zone, working on the mental health, which is very, very important. And one of the biggest concept of the central education, the central board education, is to run an anger-free zone. Children in the school, if they are disturbed because of any wild reason that they come up with, they're given a green pass. They walk out of the classroom. Teachers do not have staff room. They sit in the lobbies. If the child is tagged with a green pass, the child is called upon by the teacher, made to sit for 10 minutes, and then is bestowed upon a yellow pass. And a yellow pass shows that the child is ready to go back into the classroom. And we ensure that our children then come back and plant a seed. And that is what we do. That is just simple as what we try and do. Just a short video again. In this, you would see a lot of foreign exchange because we cannot go forest climbing, but we do inculcate our children to go clean the beaches. We try clean the schools with as young as these children, try to reuse the paper and the Gurukul system. Our children sit in the outsides almost every single day for about an hour and 10 minutes, where the classes are run outside, outdoors, and not indoors. And this has been a practice with our institution for about 100 years now. So we're just not indoors at any given point of time. These are all the old furnitures that we have put to use. And that is how we just try and make our events within our campus. Just for all of y'all to know, is for us, if we reuse and recycle our campus, as I say that we are about 28 colleges and about 18 schools, we are then rewarded if we have recycled and reused any of the materials that was found lying during any of the developmental time or refurbishments of any particular department. So we go, grab, steal, borrow, and then we reuse and recycle, and that is how we are awarded within our campus. Our award is getting certain loan in order to support education for children, those who cannot afford education. So that is the biggest award that we get within our campus. Um, this is the little plantation drive for the students. They do this almost every time. On your left, if you see that there is a terrace plantation drive that goes on, very neglected in majority of the schools and colleges, and also our own houses, where we forget that we do not have the area to plant again, to grow again a tree. And so we've come up with this little effort about planting and having a terrace garden, emphasizing on the need of education through, of course, in during the pandemic that we have known very well. Again, the recycle reuse, we did steal a lot of newspaper from our campus, and we've been just trying, building, working around, doing our own thing. Very, very proud for us is that within our campus, we do have hostel girls, the resident girls, and we do have collection centers where all of us, if we have any pair of extra clothes, or if we have to discard our footwear, we have a collection booth. Mr. Rawat, if you walked around the campus, you might have noticed or not, or maybe next time
Yes.
it's worth a notice.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah, so it is worth a notice. So we drop our old clothes, we drop our leftover fabrics, we drop our broken shoes into those little boxes that we have running around the campus. Those are then cleaned, washed, and then submitted to the girls from our hostels who learn sewing. And we have been from past about 30 to 36 years creating bags. And all because of the pandemic, we have been able to create little bells and rugs in order to provide for the less fortunate who could not survive through. So we've been doing that. We've also been redoing the footwear majority of the times. And then, of course, it's part of a community service, but we have been recycling and reusing it since years now, and providing it to the ones less fortunate. Um, Green Day, we talked about how the systems can be inculcated with young children. For us, it is just not about show and tell. It is about right from pre-primary education, where these children are actually just not talking about the usage or what they have become. Children talk about how they can be reinvested into the soil, how they can be garbaged well, how they can be met again to Mother Nature, and how useful they are going to be. So that is what we bestow upon in the school. This is our little Gaushala. We are very, very proud of it. For our residents' children, we have our own cows. The milking process takes place. Of course, the milk and the butter is made, but at the same time, the cow waste and also the lot of waste from the canteen is then put into the biogas plant. If you can see, there's a biogas plant, and this biogas is then, this biogas is then generated in order to supply for the gas into the cooking food for our hostelite children. So that is what we have started with. We had one very generous donor to fund this, and we're looking forward for a lot of funds that is coming in to establish more. We also have a rainwater harvest plant within the campus. Further ahead, we have now worked on a Drew waste project, working on the e-waste in particularly. This is just a term that we thought was very useful for our children. We have started working on it, just not the dry and the wet waste, but we have started working on to do the e-waste and the reject waste. So this is our project for the current year. And we are also working on installing as many solar panels as we can. With more donations, with more generosity, and with more kindness, we'll be able to also have those built and put into every of our buildings. We also have a sewage plant. Long ago, we have the sewage plant that was installed at both our campuses, and the wastewater is today used in our gardening and also the harvesting. So we do grow little crops and little vegetables that our children learn from. And what we believe is to let every end thought be a new beginning. And I'm very sure that at the end of the time and world, this is what we have been doing. And that is me, the storyteller for my institution. And I'm really, really grateful that I was heard today to share uh, what could be known and what could be put forward. Thank
Thank
you
you,
very much.
Dr. Thank you, Dr. Joshi, for
Thank you, sir.
do good and the good will come to you.
Absolutely.
This is
Thank you very much.
tagline of your institution. I'm sure that you
Absolutely.
are your example for the affordable education for all. This is the best part of your institution, and from the more than 100 years, you are taking legacy to next level.
We lay this responsibility, Mr. Rawat, for you to
Yes.
bring